Pardon my plane. I did not expect any visitors today. Just put that right there. Much less such a youthful one. You're far too young to be hanging around in a place like this, lad. It's for old folk like me and my friends. What's that? You've heard me tinkering in here. Oh, I walks by, yes. Oh, you like the shrubs around the place? Thank you. I do my share of the watering and try and keep it looking nice. What's that? You're interested in my work? Well, that's a new one. I'm honored. I'd love to give you a tour. Well, at least a showcase of what we have to offer here. I mostly do work here. I build toys. Sorry, I didn't explain that part. Here we have a little squishy football. I mostly started this business and still do it just as a hobby after the passing of my wife. I've had a lot more free time, and I must say, though I'm guilty to admit, I've really just been waiting till the day that I kick the bucket. Not to mention my son will get a large inheritance, no doubt. I'm sorry, less about me. Yes. I make other things too. Here actually are some, sorry, character sculptures I did of one of my dear friends. This isn't really what he looked like. It's not an accurate representation, but it's a little almost inside joke. We had the fireman, the composer, the painter, and the policeman. My friend actually didn't really take kindly to that little joke. But, as I always say, it is not I using the tools, but it is the tools that guide me. This is one of my trusty mallets. Not used very often when making more of the fragile toys, but still comes in handy when I need to. Some say you'll have a blessed year if you hear the maraca shakes when I swing this. I say that, no one else says that, but look at that. Someone's gonna have a great year ahead of them. So, what is it that brings you here again? I'm sorry, I honestly have a lot of memory troubles. Age, it'll do that to you. But, among my big mallet, sorry, my station's a bit of a mess. I have my metal hammer. Don't ask me for any of the actual names of these tools. I can't even remember the name of my grandkids. You can keep them if you want. You want these? By the way, I forgot to ask, are you thirsty or hungry by any chance? No? You're not? You sure? I cook a mean batch of some mac and cheese. No? Very well, that's alright. I have a few more tools, though. I don't believe they're worth sharing. Not now, anyways. Yeah. went through sorry, please forgive me, brief period of liking swords of sorts. I was fascinated by the crafting of them. I went all out and I bought myself a little area to make a sort of blacksmith equipment. And made some pretty neat ones. These aren't very sharp, though it is quite pointy. Just for the safety. I don't create to cause harm, you know. Just for the fun. You can actually run your finger along it if you like. Just like that. Don't mind the calluses on my finger. I've actually, as you saw earlier, have been recently learning guitar. See, my dear deceased wife, she was very much so into guitar. She actually wrote her own original songs on it, so I was never very much into it, but something about her death brought me to want to learn new things. I also have this sword. You may be acquainted with this video game series called The Legend of Zelda. One of my grandkids loves the series. I plan to give this to him on his next birthday, though I'm not sure his parents will like that very much. But we'll keep it a secret. Let me just put these back. Whoa. Here we have one of my recent workings. Handcrafted, hand-painted. Just a truck, that's all it is, nothing special. But, you know, I believe we find specialness in the ordinary things. They have to get overlooked. Would this be any more special if it were, say, diamond encrusted? Maybe to some, but to me, I just appreciate the ordinary. All the nice colors of these gifts. And it's very modest. Don't let anyone ever tell you that you're not special. We're all special. That's something that took me a long time to learn in my life. Many things I had to spend very long on to learn. Like all these different crafts, of course. Though those have been more in my later years, which some people doubted me, but I showed them. Of course, I don't see many people anymore, but here you are now. A wonderful blessing. Sorry, let me put this truck down. Sorry, as I was saying, I've been learning guitar lately. Do you like listen? No? Oh, you're joking. I figured. Here we go. I'll play you something nice. I'm very new to it. Please forgive my insolence. I'm not used to playing in front of people. Well, you'll have to pardon all of my many mistakes, but that's the beauty of learning. Everyone makes mistakes, and oftentimes we're all making the same mistakes. You probably couldn't find a single guitarist in the world who has never made a mistake just like I did. And that's just the beauty of being human. We're all just learning as we go. What's that? Oh, thank you very much. I try to keep the place clean. Smells nice too. Thank you. I try to remain modest, but I do like to keep the place nice and quaint, just in case, like today, I have any visitors, which I do not very frequently, but not many people need very random and obscure toys these days, so I don't blame anybody. I believe that's about all I have to offer. Not too much, especially for someone with such a exciting life of your own. But I believe, as I said earlier, there's beauty in the simple things and just crafting things, bringing something new into the world. Just there's purpose in that, which I think many people these days are lacking purpose. But yeah, it's a confusing world out there, so just keep your head up, and anytime you'd like, you're welcome to visit my shop or even come to my house if you'd like. Until, of course, I get the day where, if the good Lord's willing, I'll see my wife once again. But I believe that's all I have to offer. You know what? This was originally going to be for one of my grandkids' friends, but I never actually got to meet them, and I don't think I ever really will, so I'd like you to have this duck, in case we never see each other again, just as a little reminder to, find what brings you purpose. I think that's a nice sentiment. Anyways, there you go. Yeah. And, well, have a truly blessed day. It was such an honor meeting.